Ciao, everyone, and welcome to Travel Partner Official. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic experiences Venice has to offer, the gondola ride. Is it a tourist trap or a must-do activity? We'll break it all down for you so you can decide for yourself. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and inspiration. Venice is a city of romance, history, and those charming canals. And gliding through those canals on a gondola, it's on a lot of bucket lists. But before you jump in, let's unpack the details to make sure you have the best possible experience. Okay, let's talk numbers. When planning your trip to Venice, one of the quintessential experiences you simply cannot miss is a gondola ride. But of course, this unique experience comes with a price tag. A standard gondola ride will typically cost you around 80 euros for about 40 minutes. This is the base rate that has been set by the city authorities to ensure a fair and consistent pricing structure for all tourists. That's the going rate set by the city. It's important to note that this rate is standardized to prevent any form of overcharging and to maintain a level of fairness among the gondoliers. Now, you might find some gondoliers offering lower prices, especially during the off-season. During these quieter times, gondoliers are more willing to negotiate to ensure they get business. But be cautious, as you always want to make sure you're dealing with a licensed gondolier. Licensed gondoliers are regulated and adhere to the city's standards, ensuring your safety and the quality of your experience. Keep in mind that this standard rate is for the gondola itself, not per person. This means that whether you're alone or with a group, the cost remains the same. So, if you're traveling with a partner or a small group, you can split the cost and make it more budget-friendly. This can be a great way to enjoy the experience without breaking the bank. And here's a little insider tip. If you want to splurge a little, you can often negotiate for a longer ride, or even a serenade for an additional fee. Many gondoliers are talented singers and musicians, adding an extra layer of magic to your ride. Just remember, haggling is part of the game, so don't be afraid to try your luck. Polite negotiation can sometimes lead to a better deal or an extended ride. Now, you might be thinking, 80 euros for 40 minutes? That's a lot of pasta. And yes, it might seem like a steep price at first glance. And you wouldn't be wrong, it's definitely an investment, but it's one that many find to be worth every penny. But here's the thing. A gondola ride is about more than just transportation. It's an experience that immerses you in the charm and history of Venice. It's a unique way to experience Venice. The serene canals, the historic architecture, and the gentle sway of the gondola all contribute to an unforgettable experience. Think of it like this. You're not just paying for a boat ride. You're paying for a piece of history, a touch of romance, and a memory that will last a lifetime. It's a small price to pay for such a rich and immersive experience that you'll cherish forever. So, you've decided to take the plunge and experience Venice from a gondola. Excellent choice. Now, let's talk about the best time to make it happen. Venice is a popular destination, and the canals can get crowded, especially during peak season. To avoid the throngs of tourists, aim for early morning or late afternoon. Picture this: the sun gently rising over the Grand Canal, casting a golden glow on the city as you glide through the peaceful waterways. That's the magic you can experience if you wake up early. Or imagine the sun setting over the Venetian skyline, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, and purple as you enjoy a romantic gondola ride with your loved one. Pure magic, right? Of course, if you're not an early bird or a night owl, don't worry. You can still enjoy a wonderful gondola ride during the day. Just be prepared for a bit more company on the water. Now let's talk about where to go on your gondola adventure. Venice is a labyrinth of canals, each with its own unique charm. For a classic gondola experience, you can't go wrong with a ride down the Grand Canal. This majestic waterway is like the Champs-Élysées of Venice, lined with grand palazzos, bustling bridges, and of course plenty of gondolas. But here's the thing. The Grand Canal, while impressive, can also be a bit crowded and noisy, especially during the day. If you're looking for a more intimate and peaceful experience, I recommend venturing off the beaten path. Ask your gondolier to take you through the smaller, quieter canals of the Dorso Duro or San Polo districts. These charming neighborhoods offer a glimpse into the real Venice, where laundry hangs from lines above, children play in the streets, and the pace of life is refreshingly slow. As you glide through these hidden waterways, you'll discover a different side of Venice, one that's full of local life, secret gardens, and picturesque bridges. It's like stepping back in time. Okay, let's be real for a moment. Venice is a dream destination for many, with its romantic canals, historic architecture, and vibrant culture. But like any popular tourist spot, it has its fair share of pitfalls that can turn your dream trip into a bit of a nightmare if you're not careful. Venice is a popular tourist destination, and like any popular destination, it has its share of tourist traps. The city is often bustling with visitors from all over the world, and this can sometimes lead to overcrowded streets and canals. But don't worry, I'm here to help you navigate the canals like a pro. With a few tips and tricks, you can avoid the common tourist traps and make the most of your Venetian adventure. First things first, always make sure you're dealing with a licensed gondolier. This is crucial because licensed gondoliers are regulated and adhere to certain standards, ensuring you get a safe and enjoyable experience. Licensed gondoliers are required to wear a striped shirt and a straw hat, which makes them easily identifiable. This traditional attire is not just for show, it's a mark of authenticity and professionalism. Additionally, they'll have a license clearly displayed on their gondola. This license is your assurance that they have met the necessary qualifications and are authorized to operate. Now, let's talk about prices. Gondola rides are a quintessential Venetian experience, but they can be pricey. As I mentioned earlier, the standard rate for a gondola ride is €80 for 40 minutes. This is the official rate set by the city, so be wary of anyone trying to charge significantly more. However, some gondoliers might try to inflate prices, especially for tourists who may not be familiar with the standard rates. It's always a good idea to confirm the price before you start your ride. Don't be afraid to negotiate. It's perfectly acceptable to ask for a lower price, especially if you feel the initial quote is too high. It's perfectly acceptable to ask for a lower price, especially if you're traveling during the off-season when there are fewer tourists and more availability, especially if you're traveling during the off-season. During these times, gondoliers are more likely to offer discounts to attract customers, or if you're taking a longer ride. Sometimes extending your ride can lead to a better deal, as gondoliers may offer a reduced rate for additional time. And remember, if a price seems too good to be true, it probably is. Be cautious of offers that seem unusually cheap, as they may come with hidden costs or subpar service. Another tip, be wary of gondoliers who approach you on the street. While it might seem convenient, these individuals are often unlicensed and may not provide the best experience, especially around crowded areas like St. Mark's Square. This iconic location is a hotspot for tourists, making it a prime area for opportunistic gondoliers looking to make a quick buck. They might not be licensed, and without a license, there's no guarantee of their service quality or safety standards, and they might try to overcharge you. Always be on the lookout for the official attire and displayed license to avoid being scammed. It's always best to find a gondolier yourself. Take your time to choose someone who looks professional and trustworthy, or book through a reputable company. Many companies offer online bookings, which can save you time and ensure you're getting a fair price. By following these tips, you can enjoy a magical gondola ride without falling into the common tourist traps. All right, you've booked your gondola ride, and you're about to embark on one of the most iconic experiences Venice has to offer. The anticipation is building, and you're ready to see the city from a whole new perspective. You've done your homework, avoided the tourist traps, and found the perfect time to enjoy a more serene and authentic experience. Now, you're ready to experience Venice from the water, gliding through its historic canals and soaking in the atmosphere that has enchanted visitors for centuries. Let's talk about how to make the most of this magical experience. It's not just about the ride, it's about creating memories that will last a lifetime. First things first, bring your camera. Whether you're a professional photographer or just love capturing moments, your camera will be your best friend on this journey. Venice is a photographer's dream, with its picturesque canals, historic buildings, and unique charm. Every turn offers a new and stunning view. A gondola ride offers a unique perspective on the city's beauty, allowing you to capture angles and scenes that are impossible to see from the streets. Capture the reflections of the buildings in the water, the way the light dances on the canals, and the vibrant colors that make Venice so enchanting. The play of light on the canals is especially magical during the golden hour, when the sun casts a warm glow over the city, and the charming bridges you pass under add to the fairy tale-like experience. Each bridge has its own story and character. Be sure to duck your head as you go under the low ones. It's all part of the fun and adds a touch of adventure to your ride. It's these little moments that make the experience so special. Laughter and joy are the perfect companions on this journey. If you're feeling romantic, consider bringing along a bottle of Prosecco and some snacks to enjoy during your ride. A bottle of Prosecco can add a touch of elegance and celebration to your gondola ride. It's a lovely way to toast to the beauty of Venice. And don't forget some snacks to nibble on as you glide through the canals. It makes the experience even more enjoyable. Many gondoliers are happy to accommodate your requests, whether it's taking a specific route or sharing interesting stories about the city. Clinking glasses and sharing a drink on the gondola is a delightful way to enhance the experience and create lasting memories. As you glide through the canals, take some time to appreciate the history and craftsmanship of the gondola itself. These boats are more than just a mode of transport. They are a symbol of Venetian culture. The gondolas are meticulously crafted, with each one being a unique work of art. Notice the intricate details and the skill that goes into making these elegant boats. These elegant boats have been a part of Venetian life for centuries, and each one tells a story of tradition and artistry. The gondoliers themselves are often part of a long lineage, passing down their skills and knowledge through generations. And finally, relax and enjoy the ride. Let the gentle rocking of the gondola soothe your soul, and let the beauty of Venice wash over you. This is your time to unwind, to let go of any stress, and to simply be present in the moment. Let the beauty of Venice wash over you. The sights, the sounds, the gentle movement of the water, it's all part of the magic. This is a moment to savor, a memory to cherish. Whether you're with loved ones or enjoying some peaceful solitude, a gondola ride in Venice is an experience like no other. So there you have it, the ins and outs of gondola riding in Venice. We hope this video helps you decide if it's the right experience for you. And if you do decide to go for it, we guarantee it'll be a ride to remember. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and inspiration. We've got a whole lot more adventures to share with you. And be sure to let us know in the comments below if you've ever been on a gondola ride or if you're planning a trip to Venice soon. We love hearing from you. Until next time, happy travels!